He did it in Brawl Ball against SK earlier today, looking at that Colette and saying, I'm not worried. He did it again there against the Gale, saying, I'll do it again. And people don't learn. Crazy Raccoon banning the Melody can only mean one thing, and that Humble have the coin toss. And this could be a bit of a nail in their own coffin. They would love to have got their hands on that Melody pick. They would have certainly snapped up as the first brawler pick if they hadn't been able to do so in that position. And Colette coming in for Humble, a beautiful first brawler.
Now in the past, in this tournament even, we saw Crazy Raccoon go for a crazy Bonnie pick on Safe Zone. Slightly different map, but a lot of the same principles do apply. Bonnie pretty good at the poke down game, and of course can all in onto a safe and start attacking it up close. No surprise to see Colette here from Humble. It doesn't really tip their hand in any way. It's just a very good brawler. Another brawler that, again, can attack the enemy safe from a relatively safe distance and cycle those supers if any defenders are unlucky enough to get caught in the damage. Lola here, picked up for CR. Just a very, very good mid to long range brawler in terms of that damage output.
We already saw today, against Humble when Joker had 756 DPS damage with the Lola pick, and they still lost. It was crazy. I've never seen that much DPS in my life. Here it works a lot better. I can hear you with that Bonnie pick. Certainly the first thing I look for is to see whether the Crow is banned, if that's the idea, and it is banned. It's a possibility here. For Crazy Raccoon, they're gonna bring in the Kenji. A dangerous one for sure, and Heist. Is it his best game mode? I'm not massively convinced. I was surprised that Humble actually won that set earlier today with that very brawler. And it's one they cannot snap up now. Certainly, if Boss goes with Colt, I know we're going to be in for such a treat. And no one bans it against Humble. I still don't know why. Every time in Heist, they seem to bring it in, but this time going with the Bell. It's definitely that safe pair of hands. The mark going to be quite influential to land onto the Kenji. But is it going to be enough? It's not the best in DPS.
This is definitely a control-oriented brawler. Humble are assuming if Crazy Raccoon want to try and take up residence in the middle of the map in that grassy area, Boss can actually get some extra value as those shots will bounce between enemy targets that are within close proximity.
Certainly with the Lola, that's their thinking process there, is to simply use that ego and semantic there, maybe indicating about swapping lanes
The bell shots bounce between Lola and her ego.
Exactly.
8-bit here for Humble. Okay. This is an interesting one. I mean, a few different ways you can take this, but this really does scream to me, we want to set up shop in the middle of the map. We want to just dominate in the control game and then start to use Colette to pressure that safe down, use our safe long range, whether it's extra credits or, warp cartridge here from Lukey, or cheat cartridge, excuse me, remains to be seen, but nice way to round out a composition that had maybe questionable levels of damage output. Ah, the old faithful.
If that hypercharged turret lands onto the Humble safe, it will be decimated in seconds. The Jesse pick is a very strong one for Crazy Raccoon, but for Humble, they've just got to not feed into it and do their very best to avoid giving more power over to Crazy Raccoon. Not going to be easy to do with a slow and sluggish 8-bit. And that damage boost of the bouncing shots will go between the two. Without the plugged-in star power, we'll see what that 8-bit is bringing to the table. If that's not the case, then it could be even more challenging to avoid feeding into that Jesse.
Okay, it's going to be cheat cartridge here for this 8-bit. Plugged in, also taken as the star power arc. Let's see how these lanes pan out. Shitampo getting kind of pummeled there by Boss. Got to respect the 8-bit, and there's the damage booster deployed.
Tensai force back, and now is the heal, but Boss comes in, and look at that! Tapping up so strongly in that right-hand side.
Damage?
Beautiful mark there from Lukey. The team play is unreal, and as quickly as that, Humble are on the safe.
This is it. The set that Humble need to take to hold the belt aloft. Crazy Raccoon have decent mid-control if they can get there, but they've got to start to win some of these poke battles. Boss is down here. Shitampo's fun has mad his way through finally. Now threatens the safe. Moya has an ego up, but it's spaced back from the Lolas. We need to get quite close to get both shooting at that safe. Big damage here for Crazy Raccoon. And now they'll get ahead.
A lovely lineup there for Semantic to really line up the turret and some extra damage on that left-hand side. It made for a good defense, but it has pushed Crazy Raccoon into a small lead. Tampo forcing that left-hand side, but a nice mark hypercharge there from Lukey, and Semantic staying firm in position, looking to try to earn that hypercharge, of course. If he gets down to the safe, it'll be devastating. Tensei has hits. That's a huge concern for Humble. I think he'll be so cautious now on defense.
But this is what we talked about. Set up shop in mid-arc and be immovable. Crazy Raccoon haven't been able to unseat Humble from this part of the map. Boss was able to fall back. Semantic helps him bring Shitampo down. Crazy Raccoon to 51% on their safe. Tensai's got to dodge a whole lot of these shots. Lukey does fall, but here's some free damage for Semantic.
Goes in, uses it onto Moya. Not the greatest of connections, let's be honest, but enough damage to give themselves a little bit of a cushioning as we approach the 30-second mark, and Lukey is staying so strong on his left-hand side, bouncing his time between that mid, but Shitampo now lurking forwards, marked up immediately. The accuracy of Humble is great, but now CL can collect themselves and go in for a push.
Playing around that damage boost for now. Boss obviously wants to make sure he benefits from speed, and we're switching into a defensive stance here for Humble. They want to try and pressure Crazy Raccoon down before they think to come forward. Mark on Shitampo, Tensai over to star power. Scrappy's hitting hard, 49%. It's getting low. Moya in a press. Ah! There it is.
Semantic!
3 seconds.
He's got it, Marty!
Gets humbled around the solo mission onto the safe with the Colette Super. And Humble are 1 game away.
The crowd is electric.
I'm the leader of the
Coming
game.
into this set, Semantic said one more set. And now it's one more game to take home the gold. Already a swift eradication of Tensai there as Shitampo and Moya left all alone. And these marks from Lukey, we don't talk about them. They're landing every single time on that Kenji, time and time again. And that is a thorn in the side of Crazy Raccoon.
Have we ever seen a debut from a rookie on the world stage like this? He has been incredible over the course of the weekend. Semantic though, it's a whiff off that super. Still shielded up enough. Moya definitely has to respect this. Has to watch out for the bouncing damage from Lukey. Tensai struggling against the 8-bit. Takes the tap and Boss finishes the job. Shitampo also quite low here. Lukey playing from inside that damage booster means the Bell is a legitimate threat. Another ego that's going to be short-lived as Moya has to throw them so far away from himself.
It's just a matter of time before Boss will pick him up. Semantic as well, tight into the mid for Tensai. You need to be saving that ready for the save. Semantic now just going to use that onto the 3 shots that he's able to obtain. Gets the 10%, gives Humble a small lead.
It's a narrow one, 6% here. Crazy Raccoon starting to posture towards Humble's safe. Boss is down, Moya's a problem here. Has another super available, so the damage output will be dastardly. Semantic just wants to play around the wall here. Boss back off respawn, but the Kenji in the left is a problem.
Tensai has got hypercharge as well, but Lukey finds it.
He's
Gets
down.
the follow-up as well. The taps are on point, and now Boss coming forwards there. Not going to be popping Gadget just yet. Wants to reserve it slightly.
They're ignoring
Remember,
him.
Shitampo is on the safe. He is marked up, and he is getting consistent damage in for Crazy Raccoon.
Crazy Raccoon are ahead now. The Kenji gets to have his way with the safe and brings Lukey down. Humble have got to respond. Super there from Semantic onto the safe for Crazy Raccoon. A slim lead here for Humble. Lukey has a second bite at the apple. Still trying to get this Kenji out of the way. It's even at 67 apiece.
A nice takedown there from Boss, and he kept his own life in the process. Not an easy thing to do there, as Semantic was low himself and couldn't necessarily tank. Good taps to the left-hand side. Moya low now, forcing out the ego, but the ego goes down so quickly. Great mark again from Lukey, popping the hypercharge, and they secure the right side of Tensai.
Here we go.
Semantic going in, nice hypercharge and some great damage along the way. The time is ticking.
11 seconds left in the game. Shitampo has to go for a super to dodge the shot, but Boss is going to be there at Tensai with a hyper. No turret to use. Humble, 50%. Crazy Raccoon have fallen short. And here we have 3 Humble guys who just happened to be the best Brawl Stars team in the world.
Unbelievable! Such a phenomenal performance from Humble this year. Just unreal. The fist pumps and the respect. A wonderful performance. Staying modest keeps you grounded, but being victorious cements a legacy. As they approach the belt to lift it, and Humble are your Brawl Stars World Champions!
Semantic has his day. From humble beginnings to glorious ends. That's been the story of this team. Formed for one purpose, to achieve greatness. And we've got to hear it from the boys themselves. Let's head down to the stage, get some words from your world champions.
Semantic, Lukey, Boss. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for Humble! Looks great on you, Semantic. How are you feeling, buddy? Try to put into words the emotions that you're feeling right now in the Superfest arena.
Any emotion you can think of, it's coming to my mind. Happiness, all the energy we put in this year, it's all paying off. Finally, new roster this year with Boss insane, Luki insane, Kenan insane, whole Unbelievable insane. Everything's just coming together. It worked out, and I'm almost crying. It's so nice.
It's great to see the emotion. We can tell how much it means to you. The crowd are absolutely loving it. You had such a great reception. Lukey's first Worlds as well. And you kind of had a bit of a situation at Worlds. You were having a tough time. And it feels like the curse is lifted, right?
Yes, I was used to known to literally not win a single Worlds match and have a second place curse. I broke both of them. I got off group stage, I got off quarterfinals, and I won the World Final!
Now, as we can all hear, both at home and right here in the arena, the support has been overwhelming. The fans have been absolutely brilliant throughout this entire weekend of competition. Is there anything that you guys would like to say to them?
Thank you to every single supporter right now on the stage. Wherever you're watching, to everything. Not only this year, the years before, the one before that, before that. I love you all. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you.
Just one more thing. One final thing before I let you go. $400,000. Yeah, I know. Did you forget about that one? The Brawl Stars World Championship belt. And also, Semantic has been voted MVP of the Brawl Stars World Finals! You've all done amazing. You've all done absolutely phenomenally. And thank you so much. Congratulations one more time. We're going to get you to lift that championship belt one final time. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time at the Brawl Stars World Finals, your champions, Humble! Thank you so much to everyone for watching and for being right here at Superfest as well. It's been absolutely amazing to be a part of. To all the players, thank you so much for all your hard work. Please come back next year and come back stronger. To the talent, you are all absolutely brilliant to work with. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Production and set design have been fantastic throughout as well. Thank you so much. And there's nothing really left to say here, but that is it from us here at Superfest. My name is Banks, and we'll see you very, very soon.